So am I audible? Hello? Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Tanvi.
So are you prepared today? Because today is our question and answer session, no? So have you prepared anything? Can I ask question and answer questions? Okay. So if I ask any question, no, you have to know that, or you don't have to know that, no. You have to tell anything. Means you have to tell something. What means, means suppose I am asking what is Java and all. So you have to say anything like it is a programming language and all. Anything you are knowing, no. So you have to say anything. Okay. So first question I'm asking is that what is Java? What is meant by Java? What is the Java?
Java is object programming language.
Object-oriented programming language.
Java is object-oriented programming language. That is good. Another point. Anyone knows another point? Don't open
It is high
PPT.
level language.
Okay. First rule is that don't open any PPT and all. Just say anything. Okay. By yourself only. Okay. So another point is Java
It
is
is high language.
Java is object-oriented programming language and high-level programming language. Okay. So what is meant by high-level language? Anyone knows what is meant by high-level language? Anyone?
A
High-level
language which is understandable by human.
Machine understandable.
machine understandable or human understandable. High language means high-level language means
Oh, like we write in our language and it gets compiled and understandable by the computer.
okay. So easy. It is easily understandable by humans or the machines. It is machine friendly or
Machine.
human friendly.
Machine friendly.
Okay. So another one is that Java is a high-level programming language. Okay. So another one, what is meant by OOPS? What is the long form of OOPS? What is the long form of OOPS? OOP. Yes. OOPS.
Object oriented programming.
Object-oriented programming language. Okay. So another one is that what is meant by variable? Anyone?
Variable is
Storage
the
location of
name
the
of
data.
memory location which stores data.
Yes, that is right. Another one. Anyone have any another print and all? Rajesh is saying store the data. Okay. I will share the screen now. Another one is the another point. Anyone have any another point? Like
Sir, it is like which stores data and we can access this to execute.
yes, it will store the data. We can initialize the variable also, right? And there are many types of variable we have, right? There are some types of variable we have. So what are the types of variable?
Local variable, global variable, static variable.
Local variable. Another one.
Global and static.
Local and static.
Global and static.
Global and static. Okay. And Nagavan is saying local static instance. Rajesh is saying local global static. Okay. And Bharat Reddy is also saying local static global. Okay. So there are three types of variable, that is the local instance and the static variable. Okay. Or we can say that global variable also. Okay. So what is meant by local variable? What is meant by local variable?
Declared in a method.
The variable
Which
that is
only which only declared in the specific method.
okay. And what is meant by instance variable?
Uh,
Declared
declared in
in
class.
class in the out
Class.
of the method.
Declared inside the class but outside the method, that is called as the local variable, right? And what is meant by static variable? Nagan is outside method inside method. Oh, okay. Okay. What is meant by static variable?
Static variable is like it can only be accessed by an static method.
Okay, okay. How to declare the static variable?
The keyword static.
With the help of the variable which is declared with the help of static keyword, we can call this as a static variable, right? Right. So now if I'm showing my screen is visible, no? My screen is
Yes, sir.
visible. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm creating three variables here. Okay. Suppose this time I'm creating one variable here. Inside this one, then I'm writing just simply remove this one. This extends. No need today. Simple main method. And inside that here I'm creating one variable int a equals to 10. So which type of variable is this one? Type of variable is this?
Instance.
Instance.
Instance. Anyone have any other answer? We have 21 people, no? So I want many answers. You can ping on the group also, ping on the chat also. No
Sir,
worries. Nagaon is saying instance. Ratnakar, Ratnakar is saying instance. Okay, okay. Anusha is saying instance, instance. Okay, okay. Everyone is saying instance. Okay. So now if I create variable here, int b equals to 10. Which type of variable is this one?
Local.
local variable.
Local.
Local, right? This one is the local variable and this one is the instance variable. Why we are
Instance
calling
variable.
this as an instance variable? This one,
In the class and outside the method.
yes, it is present inside the class but outside the method. That's why we
Bytes
are
out
calling
outside the method.
this as a instance variable. Why this is calling as a local variable? This another one b.
In the only specific method.
It
It
is
is
present. We have declared
it is
inside the
presented in the
method. That's why we are
methods.
calling this as a local variable, right? Suppose I am creating one method here, like public void m1. Okay, here and inside that, okay, what I'm doing is int a. I'm writing this one, this a. Okay, and suppose this a I want to print in another method. Suppose I'm creating another method here also, m1, and this one is the m2, and here I'm writing equals to 15. Okay, and here I'm writing system.out.println. Suppose I want to print system.out.println, and here I want to print a. Can we able to print a here? Can we able to print a here? Can we able to print a here inside this m2 method? Sorry, not 12, m2 method. If I call, and if I want to call this method, how we will call this method, this m2 method? How we will call that?
By creating an
It's
instance.
by creating an object
Creating an object. So how to create an object?
by
Class name.
using the
Class name. So what is the class name? Test obj equals to,
object is equal to new test
and which keyword which is used to create an object?
New. New keyword.
new
Keyword is used to
new
create an object. So this is the object I have created. Now I want to call the m2 method. So how we will call?
Object.
obj dot
Obj
Object.m1,
dot m2. Right,
object.m2.
simply.
obj dot m2.
Okay. Now if I run this one, so a will be print or not? This a value of a will be print or not? Which value it will be print?
Only A.
Yes, but a will be print
It will only print a.
10
10 or 15. We have to know a 10 and a 15. So which value it will be print?
10
15. Anyone have any other answer? 15, 15, like
15.
15. Okay.
15
Okay. Anyone have any other answer means 15? How many people for the 10? Like how many people are saying 10? Rajesh is saying 10. Usman is saying 10. Okay, Teja is saying 10. How many people for the 15? Okay. Okay. Sunil, Teja. Okay. Okay. Now we will see that. Okay. Simply we'll try to run this one and we will see if I run this one. 10 is printing on the console. Why 10 is printing on the console? Because this is the instance variable, right? This is the instance variable and we are calling instance variable here. Suppose here is the a equals to 15 and suppose this one have the name a1. Can I able to call this a1 here? Can we able to call this one here, that a1? No, no. Why we are not able to call this in another method?
Because A1 is the local variable. It
Because A
only
is a
specify
local. Yes, yes, yes.
it only specify to the M1 method only.
Yes, yes. Where we declare no, in that method only it will be accessible. Right? If you declare this A1 here, we can access this A1 inside the M1 method only. Okay. If you want to access this A1 into the M2, we cannot able to access it. Okay. That is the property of the local variable. Means wherever we created this variable, in that method only we can access this variable. Suppose here this one is the variable. I am removing this all the things now. Okay, and suppose now I want to print here the system.out, and here I want to print a. So can we able to print this one? Can we able to print here e? See here, a I am printing here, just this a I am printing here inside the main method. Can we able to print that? Okay, no non-static variable can print. No, no, no. Yes. Okay, many people are saying no. Usman is saying yes. Okay, Teja is also saying yes. Okay, so if I run this one, it will be not accessible. Means it will not execute here. Means this A will not print here. Why? Because A is just instance variable, and we are trying to print into the static variable, a static method. But you knows that already, right? Means static methods allows only the static variable, right? Static method allow only the static variable. If I run this one now, see what will be the error we will get. Exception in thread main unresolved compilation problem. That is the static reference to a non-static field. Means we cannot able to call the non-static variable is into the static method. Okay. Suppose if I want to call this one, we can call with the help of object dot a we can write, and if I run this one now, so it will be called. Or another way is that we have to make this variable as a static. Okay. We can call either with the help of object dot we can write, so it will be called, or another way is that we have to make this variable as a static. Okay, so we have a three modifier, that is public, private, protected, right? So when we use the public now, so that time what it will do, suppose this class is a public. Okay, suppose this class is a public. Okay, inside this class we have many variables and all, so we can use this class anywhere. We can use this class, or suppose here is the public. Okay, here this variable is a public, and suppose I want to use this variable in any other class, so we can able to use it. Okay, suppose we have a private here, so we can use this variable in this class only. If you want to access it in another one, so we cannot able to access it. We can learn this all the things while learning the oops concept inside the encapsulation, also inside the abstraction also. We will learn this all the things, so don't worry about the access modifier and all. We will learn one by one. Okay, and suppose if I write here the protected, so what is meant by protected means where we can accessible. We can access, if I give here the protected, we can access this variable inside the same package only. Be another if you want to, if you are giving here protected, and if you want to use this variable in another one, so we cannot able to use that. Okay, we can use this variable in same package only. So which package we are, that is the basic. Inside this the basic package only we can able to use this one. Okay, these are the three modifier: public, private, and protected. Okay, and default, if you are not giving anything, so it will be the default. Okay, so here is the variable, that is static variable we saw, instance, and the local variable we saw, right? Another one is the method. So how we will create a method? How we will create a method? What is the syntax to create a method?
Public static, some other name like
Okay. So anyone knows any another, like how to create a method? What is the syntax of method? Anyone knows?
public void method name.
Public void method name. Yes, Nagam is saying right answer. Right, is the access modifier, return type, and the method name. Sunil Teja Reddy is also saying access modifier. Okay. Nagaon is also saying access modifier, return type, and method name. Anusha is also saying okay. Okay, everyone is saying right answer now. So first we need to write the access modifiers. Any access modifier we can write public, we can write private, or we can write the protected. Simply I'm writing public here. After that, return type. Suppose I don't want to return anything, so we can write here void. Void means nothing, not the empty also. After that, m1 I'm writing here, and inside that, after that I'm opening curly braces and closing curly braces, and inside that whatever we want to write, we can write here. Okay. Suppose I want to write system dot out, so simply we will write here, and we can write hello. Okay, so this is the method. If you want to call this method, or method will be executed when we can call the method, right? When method will be executed, when we can call the method. How we will call the method? With the help of object. So simply we will write here object dot m1. And how to create object? Class name, object name equals to new keyword and the class name. And how to call this method? With the help of object, right? Object dot m1, if I write, hello will be printed on the console. Okay. And suppose if I write here anything, so what is this means? What is this called?
Parameters.
Parameters. Parameters or argument?
Parameters.
Parameters, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Okay. This is the parameter only. Okay. And suppose if I write here anything, now how to call this method? How to call this method? If I want to call this one, how to call this one?
By creating an object,
Okay.
and you have to pass the arguments also in that.
Yes, we have to pass the argument. So which type of argument we have to pass? So here is the
Integer.
we have to pass one integer argument. So here I am passing the integer argument, and if I run this one, so it will be our method will be called. Right? We can use this variable also. If I write hello plus a, so what will be the output now? What will be the output? Hello 10. Okay, space will
Hello
be
10.
yellow. Space will be not yellow. Hello at the end
Yes.
will be print. See? Okay. Hello 10 will be print on the console. Now another one is that this one is the clear. Right? This one is clear. All we have. So now I am writing anything here. Suppose I am writing this time int. Now what will be the output, and how why this method is giving the error? See, why this method
Return
is
type.
giving?
Okay.
Yes, yes, tell me.
There is no return type. It is like constructor method.
Okay. See here, this is the method only, right? This is the access modifier, then return type, and then is the method name. But inside the return type, I'm writing here the int. Okay, so what we need to do here, because it is giving the error, no? So what we have to do here? Remove this error. These are the basic things only. If you clear these things, no, it will be very helpful for you only. We need to add a return keyword. Okay, Nagavarn is saying return. Nagavarn is saying Rajesh is saying void.
Like return 0.
We can return the zero, or either we can write the void also. If you don't want to return anything, we can write void. If you want to return anything, we can write any data type here, or the upper class here. So this one is the integer. Okay, here we are, if you write here integer, so what we need to do, simply we have to return the one integer value. So suppose I'm writing here integer, so we have to return this value. So if I run this one, so nothing will be print, right? Because we have this method is means containing the 10. So if you want to print this 10, we have to print this one, we have to call this one on the system dot out, like that, right? And if I run this one now, so it will be print now. 10 is printing on the console. So this is the use of the return type and all, right? Now another one is that suppose I'm copying this one from here and I'm writing here like that. So now what we call to this one, and suppose I'm writing here the void only, and here I'm writing system dot out. Okay, what we call to this one? Is it normal method or any other thing? Now we see normal method.
Normal method.
Normal method. Okay, method Anusha basic method. Okay. Okay. Why we are calling this as a normal method? I think this is the constructor, no? Same name as a class name, it is a method. No return type. Okay. Okay.
In constructor, there is no return type.
Okay. Now you have prepared, right? So this, if I remove this one, now this will be constructor or not?
Yes.
Yes. Now this time
Yes.
it is a constructor, right? And how to call the constructor?
Creating an object.
By creating an object. If we create an object, that time our constructor will call. Suppose if I remove this one, now what will be the output we will get?
Hello.
Hello, right? If I run this one, hello will be print. And there are types of constructor we saw, right? So what are the types of constructor we have? What are the types of constructor?
Default parameterized constructor.
Default, parameterized, and another one you missed, only one. Hmm. No argument. Everyone is saying another one. There is the no argument. Nagar is saying no argument. Sudhir Tejareddy, default, parameterized, and non-parameterized. Okay. Non-parameterized, no argument constructor. Okay. Default, parameterized, and the no argument constructor. So if I ask you which type of constructor is this one, which type of constructor is this one? Which type of constructor is this one?
No argument.
No argument, no argument, and no argument, no. So why we are calling this as a no argument constructor? What is the
Because it
definition?
is not created by compiler, right? Like we created it.
Okay. The constructor which does not having any parameter, that is called as the no argument constructor. Right. So this is a okay. This is called as the no argument constructor. And how we will call? Simply we have to create an object, and inside that, while calling that, we don't have to add any argument. And if I run this one, so hello will be print on the constructor. Now if I write here the integer a. Now which type of constructor is this one?
Parameterized constructor.
Parameterized constructor, right?
Parameterized.
And how to call that constructor? How to call that
By
By,
constructor?
pass,
by
by
passing.
passing an argument.
By passing an
Argument.
Argument.
Parameterized value.
okay. Simply we have to write here the value. Okay. Now if I run this one means what will be the output we will get?
10.
10.
Sorry, hello.
Hello, right? Not 10, hello will be print on the console, right? So if we are adding the constructor which having the one or more than one parameter, that is called as the parameterized constructor. And another type is the default constructor. So when default constructor will be called? When default constructor will be called? Anyone? Call, not call. When default constructor will create?
Like I guess you said it will created by while compiling, right?
Yes,
Compiler.
but then it will only means who will create a no argument constructor? Who is creating the parameterized constructor?
We
Means we are
the
User.
coder.
we are a programmer, right? Programmer or the we are users, right? Means uh, parameterized constructor and the no argument constructor is created by the programmer, right? But the default constructor is who is creating the default constructor?
Compiler.
Compiler. Yes, compiler. Compiler is creating the default constructor. And when it will be create a default constructor, when the programmer it not create a constructor, not a single also. Suppose this time I have created a constructor. And this time it will be create a default constructor? No, right? It will not create a constructor. But if I remove this one and if I run this one, what JVM will think? There is a no constructor. What JVM will do? Compiler will do? Compiler will create a one constructor that is known as the default constructor. Okay, when programmer will not create a constructor, not a single also, that time compiler will create a constructor that is called as the default constructor. Okay, so there are three types of constructor we saw. That is the no argument constructor, parameterized constructor, and the default constructor. Okay, so default constructor is created by the compiler, and the parameterized and the no argument construct is created by the program. Okay. After that, we saw the OOPs. Okay. What is meant by OOPs? That is the object oriented programming. Okay. So what is the object oriented? What is their motive? Suppose we have three people. Okay. Like one is a programmer, one is a doctor, and suppose another one is the architect. They have the same motive. Which is that motive?
Money. Money.
Yes, yes. To earn the money. So what we say to that in the while telling the oops, what we said to that one? Paradigm, I think so. Paradigm. Okay. So see, if I show you the diagram. Object oriented program is a one paradigm. Paradigm means a way to do some task. Okay. Paradigm means the simple a way to do some task, that is only known as the paradigm, right? So what is why we are using the oops? So to create a software. Okay. To create a software, to build a software, we are using the oops, right? So oops is a paradigm. There are many types of paradigm we saw, but inside the Java we are seeing the one type of paradigm only, that is the oops, right? And inside the oops there are many pillars. Oh, sorry. Okay, inside the oops there are many pillars. Which are that pillars? How many pillars we have inside the oops?
4.
Six.
Four,
6.
six. You can say four or you can say six also. Which is the first pillar?
Class.
Class.
Another one.
Object.
Object.
Another one is the
Inheritance.
Inheritance.
three done. No? After that,
Abstraction.
abstraction. Okay. After that,
Encapsulation.
Encapsulation.
okay.
Polymorphism.
Polymorphism. Again, done. No, six is done. No, I think. There is the all classes, objective inheritance, abstraction, encapsulation, and the polymorphism. These are all are the pillars of the OOPs. Right? There are six pillars. So instead from that we have completed the two pillars. That is the classes and the object. If I ask you what is the class? What is the class? What is class? We saw example right that day. Which is that example? I tell you know that day one example.
The animal pets. Cars.
Yes, animals, birds, and all. So we
Collection
have
of
object,
objects.
collection of objects. Okay, you are not seeing in that PPT, no? Okay, collection of objects, blueprints. Okay, okay. So class is means what? It is a collection of objects. If we compare this one with real life example, so animal is a class, right? Birds is a class. Same like that, no? This one, this is diagram I showed you before. Animal is a class, bird is a class, vehicle is a class. Okay, dog is also object, cat is a object, sparrow is object. These all are the objects here. These all are the methods here, right? Methods we can say that also the behavior. Okay, and class is not a real world entity, right? It is just a blueprint or the template, and class does not occupy the memory also. But if we talk about the object, so object is a real world entity, right? An object is an instance of the class, means whatever type, means whatever things we are write inside the class, that type our object will be created. And if you are means if you want to compare this, we can compare with the blueprint and the building, map and the building. Map means class and building means our object, means whatever things we will write inside the map, same thing we can create a building, right? Same thing here also, whatever things we will write inside the class, same thing, same type our object will be created, right? So here animal is inside the animal class, we have a dog, cat, object. And if you talk about the behaviors, means eat, run, and all the behavior. So what are the things that object consists of?
State and the behavior.
State, behavior,
And behavior.
state, behavior, right? Name,
Yes.
identity, state, and the behavior. So what is meant by state? What is state?
Like it has some height, weight, design. We call like behavior means what task it do, like running, eating.
Yes, 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 right, right. state means we can say that are the variables only, and behaviors means we can say that are the method. Right? Inside the object consists of three things: identity, state, and the behaviors. Okay, these are the two pillars. We saw that many things we learned before that also. This keyword also, and the super keyword also. So what is this keyword? Suppose see, we learn the inheritance also. No, suppose we have two classes here, this one and this one. So which is the parent class and which is the child class here? Which is the parent class and which is the child class here? Suppose see, here I'm going here and I'm writing simple here public. Sorry, simply I'm creating a class here, class demo. Okay, and simply I'm writing here extends demo. So which is the parent and which is the child here?
Demo is a
Demo
parent class.
parent test child class.
Text is a child and demo is a parent. And why we are
Parent.
using extends here?
Inheriting.
Inheriting.
Heretic.
Means if you want to
Inherit.
inherit this demo into the test, we can use the extends keyword here, right? If you want to achieve the inheritance, that's why we are using the extends here. Okay, till that we saw that. And what is meant by inheritance? What is meant by inheritance? Definition, any definition, you can say that. Or if you want to explain with the real-time example also, you can explain.
One class acquiring the properties of another class.
Yes. One class, one
Acquiring
class
the
of the, and
properties of
we can say that the child class is acquiring the properties and behavior of the parent class, that only known as the inheritance, right? Acquiring properties and behaviors, separation of property from parent. Okay. These are called as the inheritance. So what are the types which are present inside the inheritance?
single level inheritance,
Single
Single
inheritance,
level,
multi level
Multi-level,
inheritance,
multi-level,
multi-level,
hierarchical,
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 hierarchical.
hybrid.
hybrid,
hybrid, and
multiple inheritance.
right. So what are the types which are supported by Java only?
Three types:
Three types. Which are the types?
single
Except
level,
hybrid and multiple, the
Single,
three are
single level,
single level, multi-level,
Single level, multi-level, hierarchical.
hierarchical.
multi-level, and hierarchical. These are the two types. Okay, sorry, three types. And what is meant by single inheritance?
like one class
One
inheritance thing.
class and
One class
one
inherit, one class inheriting from another class.
One child means
parent class and
Parent to
child
child,
class.
parent to
inheriting.
child.
Parent means
Parent to child
one
class.
parent, one child. We can say that, right? We
Yes.
want to say. And another one is the that is the what is meant by multi-level inheritance.
Grandfather,
It's like a T diagram.
grandfather, parent, son,
Grandfather,
father, son,
father, and son.
father,
Right? We can
son.
say that one derived class is inherited by the another child class. That only known as the multi-level inheritance. Another one is the hierarchical. Hierarchical means
A single parent which is inherited by three other child classes.
more than two.
Two child
More
classes.
than two, right? We can
Yeah.
say
Yes,
that
more than two.
single parent means we can say that single parent having the two childs, right? One parent having the two child, that is called as the two childs, or the more than two childs, we can say that only known as the hierarchical. And after that, multiple. Multiple means don't say that answer, okay? Okay. What is meant by multiple? Multiple. One class extends. Okay. Okay. What is meant by multiple? Multiple instance. It is easy only, no? If we means it is the opposite to the hierarchical, I think. One father having the two childs here, right? One parent and two childs. There, two parent having the single child. That is only known as the multiple, right? We saw that two parents and one child. That is only known as the multiple inheritance. After that, hybrid means, which is what is meant by hybrid inheritance. What is meant by hybrid? Combination of two or more inheritance. Combination. Okay. Combination of two or more inheritance. That is only known as the hybrid inheritance. Okay. So till that we saw all the things, right? And today you have prepared well, but you have to prepare more. Okay, so till then that we have prepared means we saw all the things like inheritance, super keyword, this keyword, and all the things, right? This is belongs to the current class, and super is belong to the parent class, right? Both are the reference variables only, that we will see. And inside oops we saw the these pillars only, that is the class, object, and inheritance. Tomorrow we will see the another pillars, that is the abstraction, polymorphism, and the encapsulation also. Okay, do prepare like that only. If you prepare these things, no, means these are the basic only. If you prepare these things, so you, means later things whatever it will become, so that will be easy for you only. And if you doing great inside the Java only, so EM is very easy for you. If you are not preparing means great inside the Java only, so Java will be hard, EM will be hard for you. Okay, okay, so prepare like that only. This is good only, means many people are giving answer today, that day no one is giving the answer. So okay, that's it for today, guys. This is the question and answer session only. This will give, this one also we are posting on the group, on the YouTube. If you have any doubt at all, you can ask me, or you can ping on the group also. Okay, on that day many are traveling. Okay, okay, no worries. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Okay, we will meet tomorrow. Bye. Thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Tanmay.
So Tanmay, tomorrow class is there. Huh? Yeah, okay. Because
Okay.
tomorrow we have festival, no? So we are not sure. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, sure.